Welcome to the PlayAbly podcast, where we dive into the art and science of gamification, customer engagement, and driving conversion. Whether you're an e-commerce brand, a marketing innovator, or just curious about the future of interactive experiences, you're in the right place. At PlayAbly, we specialize in turning passive audiences into active customers through shoppable games and playable experiences that transform how brands connect with their customers. Thanks for listening. Welcome back to the PlayAbly podcast, your source for news and trends in the e-commerce and retail worlds. Today we're talking about promotions. Black Friday is coming up, and with tariffs and a bad economy, getting sales is going to be much harder this year.
Every newsletter, every email, every podcast is basically just telling you to discount, ruin your margins and discount to beat competitors. And that honestly just sounds like bad business. The other ideas for promotions we've seen are unimaginative or the same discount everyone is going to be running. You know what's wild? Nearly 70% of e-commerce brands are running promotions right now that could get them slapped with massive federal fines, and most have no idea they're breaking the law. When brands try go outside of the box with marketing promotions, they don't realize there's rules in place that they are not following. And to get a lawyer to even look at your promotion, it's something like 25,000 minimum.
That's such a concerning statistic. How are so many businesses putting themselves at risk without knowing it?
Well, it comes down to this perfect storm of increased online competition and outdated lottery laws. Let me share a recent example. There was this thriving DTC brand that got hit with a $300,000 fine just for running what they thought was a simple purchase to enter holiday giveaway.
Oh, wow. And I'm guessing most small businesses couldn't survive a fine like that. What exactly makes these promotions illegal?
So here's where it gets interesting. It all comes down to three elements that lawyers call the lottery trifecta: prize, chance, and consideration. When your promotion has all three, you've basically created an unlicensed lottery, which is very illegal in all 50 states.
Hmm. Could you break down what those elements actually mean in practice?
Think of it this way. Yeah, if you're running an online store and you say spend $50 for a chance to win a $1,000 shopping spree, you've hit all three, but the prize is the shopping spree. The chance is the random selection, and the consideration is that $50 purchase requirement.
Well, that's fascinating because I feel like I see promotions structured exactly like that everywhere online.
Right. And here's what's really concerning. State regulators are starting to crack down hard on this. Like Reebok got hammered with massive FTC fines over a deceptive free shoes promotion, and Vema Nutrition, they got hit with a $238 million judgment partly because of illegal lottery structures.
Those numbers are staggering. What are some other common mistakes you're seeing brands make?
So many brands think adding game elements like digital scratchers or spin wheels somehow makes it not a lottery. But, and this is crucial, the law doesn't care how fancy your interface is. If those three elements are present, you're in dangerous territory.
I've noticed so many Shopify stores using those spinning wheel pop-ups lately. Are they all breaking the law?
Well, here's the thing, about 85% of those wheel promotions we analyzed were technically illegal because they required either a purchase or email sign up without offering a free alternative method of entry. And you know what's really interesting? The states are using AI now to scan for these violations.
That's pretty scary for business owners. How can they protect themselves while still running engaging promotions?
The good news is there are several completely legal ways to structure these promotions. First, you always need what's called an AMOE, alternative method of entry. Like if someone can enter by mailing in a postcard instead of making a purchase, you've eliminated the consideration element. But then there's sweepers to consider.
Oh, yeah, let's talk about something a lot of e-commerce founders don't even realize is happening. This whole underground world of sweepers.
Oh, yeah. If you're running any kind of sweepstakes, contest, or win this giveaway, you've got sweepers entering. And no, they're not just your average customers looking for a deal.
Exactly. Sweepers are these super dedicated people who literally spend hours a day hunting down giveaways. They're in Facebook groups, subreddits, forums. They've got alerts set up. This is their thing.
And they're strategic too. They know all the rules, especially about the free method of entry, which most brands don't even realize they're legally required to offer in the US.
Yeah. And here's the kicker. They're probably not going to buy from you. They're just there for the prize. So while your entry count goes up, your conversion rate stays flat or even drops,
We've seen brands waste thousands on promos that attract sweepers instead of actual customers. It can mess up your campaign data, kill your email open rates, and even lead to complaints if you're not fully compliant.
So what do? Just stop running giveaways?
Not necessarily, but you got to run them smarter.
So what about all these social media giveaways where you have to follow and share to enter?
That's such a great question because it highlights this gray area in the law. Some courts have actually ruled that requiring social actions like following or sharing can count as consideration. The safest approach is treating any required action as potential consideration and providing that free entry option.
How are the bigger brands managing to run these complex promotional campaigns legally?
Most successful brands are using specialized compliance platforms that handle all the legal requirements. These platforms have built-in safeguards for things like age verification, geographical restrictions, and proper disclosures. They're essentially turning this legal minefield into a turnkey solution.
Looking ahead, what should brands be most concerned about?
The biggest threat isn't just the fines, it's the potential for class action lawsuits. We're seeing a trend where consumer protection lawyers are actively seeking out non-compliant promotions. One recent case resulted in a $5 million settlement over a seemingly innocent spin wheel promotion.
This whole conversation has completely changed how I'll look at online promotions. What's your number one piece of advice for brands?
The key is understanding that you can still run creative, engaging promotions while staying legal. It's not about avoiding promotions altogether. It's about structuring them correctly. And honestly, the cost of compliance is nothing compared to the potential consequences of getting it wrong.
This has been such an eye-opening discussion about a really important topic.
Absolutely right. And remember, everyone, just because other brands are doing something doesn't make it legal. The most successful companies are the ones finding creative ways to engage customers while staying within those legal boundaries. It's about being smart, not sorry. If you want to run a promotion like a buy now, win later, or a sweepstakes, you're better off working with a professional like PlayAbly.
Thanks for tuning in to the PlayAbly podcast. Ready to engage your customers like never before? PlayAbly creates branded, shoppable games that drive results. Don't forget, mention the podcast during your free demo and get $500 off. Learn more at playably.ai.